this one time in year 10, right, we had this coursework assignment. Basically, what we had to do was write a piece of descriptive writing about 3 or 4 things that we really, really hated that we wanted to send to room 101, which is this weird room from this book, this kind of famous book. I'm not sure if you've read it, 1984, but this really horrible room full of things that every single person in the whole world absolutely hates. At the time, I put something like smoking, doing the washing up, houseflies, but there was one thing I neglected to include. My burning hatred of this particular item sort of reached a boiling point, should we say? Probably not, but came to head on a small bench outside M&S a few short weeks ago. So I'd just finished work. I'd probably been working 4 or 5 hours, not too long, but I hadn't had any lunch, so I went straight to M&S. I wasn't going to beat around the bush and go to Boots, you know, I was in the mood for like an M&S sandwich. I went to M&S, I was looking at the sandwiches, and I decided that I would go with a Thai King prawn wrap. It was in the healthier section of the sandwich range, so I thought, well, you know, win-win. If you didn't know, I'm a vegetarian, but I do eat fish. I'm not the kind of person that will say, I'm a pescatarian. If you ask, I'm going to say vegetarian. Anyway, so I bought this sandwich, I bought a bag of grapes, and I bought a smoothie, and I went outside onto the bench and just sat down to eat it. I bit into the wrap. I'm thinking, this is great. What's that? I tasted the foul, putrid. It's putrid smell, a smell thing. I'm really not very good at describing food in a good way or a bad way. Basically, I hate Rocket. Rocket, you know, that little green stuff that looks like lettuce, looks like any other leaf, but isn't. It's bitter, and I don't like it. For the record, I am not a fussy eater in the slightest. I obviously don't eat meat because I am a vegetarian, but that's pretty much the only place I draw the line. Another occasion, outside M&S actually, in a car with my friend, Oliver. I spent a lot of time with him, unfortunately. He'd done some shopping for his mum, and he had a bag of Rocket salad on his back seat. And I turned to him and I said, look, Oliver, do you actually like Rocket salad? And he says, I'm not particularly offended by it. And this gets me quite riled up, really. I did get extremely offended when I bit into that sandwich and M&S had neglected to mention that the sandwich contained Rocket. It isn't just like lettuce pretty much just blends in. Rocket is a thing. Rocket has a taste. Rocket is an acquired taste, okay? It's like putting mustard in a ham sandwich. It's just like you have to mention that, otherwise people might get angry, you know? And to be honest, you know, M&S, I had to sit there on that bench. It wasn't a particularly warm day either. I had to sit there and like take the Rocket out. It's literally, I dislike it so much that I can't eat it. It's not... M&S, if you're going to continue in this manner, I'm going to stick to Boots. Don't lose my custom. Really shouldn't have like bad-mouthed M&S. Don't think I'm bad-mouthing M&S. I love M&S.